Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good, Anthony. How are you?
Good, thanks for coming down.
Great, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so these are the steps we wrote you about. My wife and I bought our first house a couple of years ago. We've done some work to the inside. Now we're looking at doing some curb appeal projects. And these steps are just very unappealing right now, so we're thinking about replacing them.
Okay, great place to start. A couple things that I've noticed. One was that you don't have gutters. That's going to allow the rainwater to come down, sit on the steps, create some ice, so other problems. And then if you really zone in on those steps, you can see how much they do tip to the right.
Yep.
So I think that to correct that, you're going to have to take those right out.
Okay, well we've thought about some different options and we were thinking maybe precast concrete steps.
Okay, I think that's a great option. They're pretty inexpensive, but what I really like is the fact that they're built inside in a controlled environment. So anytime you can do that with any construction products is always a plus. All we would have to do again is get those stairs out of there. This is definitely something that you and I can do, and we should probably get started on the prep work.
All right, cool, let's do it.
All right, let's go. All right, so I think the best thing for the job is going to be this jackhammer. So why don't you grab it? Have you ever used one before?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, it's a great tool, can be a little bit intimidating, but we're ready for it. We have our ear protection, we have a dust mask, we have eye protection, and those are the things that we're going to need to start with. Now that should be a nice solid piece for you to start, right? You can almost feel it with the jackhammer, right?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Try it.
Go that way. Pull up. Go right in the middle there. So, Anthony, when it starts to bounce like that, watch this. Instead of doing this, because I know I'm starting to slide,
Yep.
that's when you want to straighten up a little. You see how much leverage I have?
Yep. We've got a lot of debris here. What do you think we should do with this?
Usually we cart this stuff off-site and we dump it, but what we have here is Pennsylvania flat fieldstone, which is what everybody loves. So if you had a reuse for it somewhere on the property, that's what I would do with it.
You know, my wife's actually wanted a fire pit in the backyard, so it could work for that.
I say we sort the good stone, put it in the wheelbarrow, get it out back, and whenever you guys are ready to do the fire pit, it's here.
Great. All right, Mark, that was a lot of digging.
So that was a lot of digging, but if you remember, one of our main problems was settlement. So in this area, we had a ton of topsoil, which is not good. So we actually dug down 16 or 18 inches.
Yeah.
We brought that whole thing back up with some nice crushed stone and gravel, and that's going to allow for drainage. So that should eliminate the settlement problem that we had before.
Good.
After that, I put this form in. This is what's going to hold together our concrete pad. And these little spikes that you're looking at right here, those are for the re-rod that you see in front of you. That's going to act as our reinforcement for the pad.
Okay.
We're going to take our tie twister, put it through the eye of each end of my tie, and simply twist. So Anthony, you notice that we're keeping the re-rod up high? Very, very important. If this re-rod is sitting on crushed stone, it's not doing anything.
Right.
So you have to pick it up and make sure it's in the pour.
Gotcha.
All right. Ooh, this is stiff. That's it. Now look at your eye, Anthony. You know you're high, right?
Yep.
So push into the edge, use the edge, and then adjust your eye to the middle. Nice bounce, Anthony. You're now a concrete guy. All we have to do is wait for it to set up overnight. and then I'll come back and we'll put the stairs in.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah.
When choosing your material for your front steps, don't forget to consider precast concrete. One of the things I love about precast concrete is it's made in a controlled environment. That means temperature fluctuation, rain, snow, wind, none of that will bother us during the pour. In a facility like this one, concrete, which is just water, aggregate, and Portland cement, is made in massive batches up here, and then it's trucked all the way around the facility in these bridge cranes. In this facility, they put the steel forms together. They're done in many different shapes and sizes. They can assemble these forms in such a way that they'll accommodate just about any entry at any house. And it all starts here with pouring the concrete. They start at the top, they work their way down, they get to about the midpoint, then they're gonna pick up their re-rod and they're gonna put it into the step as reinforcement. After that, they want to use a vibrator just to make sure the concrete fills all the nooks and crannies. After that, it's dry time. We're gonna let it set up overnight. After that, we're gonna strip the forms, and they're done. To most people, precast concrete can be a little plain. Not the case here. You can get either a brick veneer or a stone veneer. Both sets of stairs are topped off with a granite tread and a nice piece of granite for its platform. Really good stuff. Once the stairs are complete, they're loaded on a truck and driven to a house. Hey, Anthony, how we looking?
Hey, things are looking pretty good, actually.
All right, yeah, looks dry. Okay, so all we want to do right now is put these hard helmets on. Okay. The truck is here, so we might as well just back out of his way.
Sure.
You can see that he's got that belt on. That's all his controls.
It's amazing, it's a 2-ton piece of concrete there.
That he's just kind of lifting off the back.
Mark, these steps are absolutely gorgeous. They're already one of the best features of our entire house.
I'm happy as heck. I thought they came out great and we had a lot of fun doing it. But don't forget, the damage to the step was a byproduct of a couple other things that were going on around here. Number one, we had a lot of runoff from the roof, no gutter, spills onto the steps. That's what broke the steps up to begin with. But also we have water damage on those shingles. You're gonna wanna take care of that. The last bit of homework is gonna be the grade, okay? So you're gonna have to fill in this whole front step. But other than that, you should be good to go.
All right, we can handle it.
All right, Anthony.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. See ya.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.